All right, guys, hello. It is your boy here, and I want to say right here and right now, if you want a live action Pokemon game that is actually very fun to play, and you have a PC, then I very much suggest downloading Pokemon Rumble. It's a game that you see before you hear. It's a very fun game, and the funny thing is, it actually has a little bit more thought into it that you wouldn't really expect from a game as simple looking as this. Funny thing is, right? I thought this game came out for the Nintendo 64 when I first played it on the demo on the Wii, but it didn't. It came out for like the Wii Play Store in its own little variation of a video game. And the funny thing is, like I said, it looked like a Nintendo 64 game, but it is not. It is a Wii game. It is only online, and it's actually data content because you cannot download this. You cannot buy this game. Like you cannot interact with this game unless you have a Dolphin emulator or something similar of that nature, and you just download it off of the internet. This game is very fun. Now, this is coming from a person who played Pokemon Legends ZA and really didn't like the whole 2 hour hold your hand scenario that you had to go through. And I'm still having my hand held by this girl because she just doesn't know how to stop telling me what to do. And that's very irritating for me because I'm 28 years old. I've played Pokemon since a kid. I've played Pokemon since Pokemon Red. Now, I did skip a couple games. I didn't play any of the 3DS titles except for like one or two battles, right? So on Pokemon Ultra Moon, I did have that game and I played literally like two battles, not too much at all. I didn't play X and Y ever once in my life. I didn't play Brilliant, what's it called? Not that. I didn't play Ultra Sapphire or Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby. Didn't play those. But so I pretty much skipped the 3DS titles, right? But I played Pokemon Red, Pokemon Fire Red, Pokemon Heart Gold, Pokemon Soul Silver, Pokemon Platinum, Pokemon White, Pokemon Black 2. I played all of those. Okay? From the Game Boy Color to the Nintendo DS. I played all of those games. And they were wonderful, amazing, awesome games. I played the demo for Pokemon Rumble. And it's the only game in Pokemon that has the live combat, real time combat. You are getting bombarded by several Pokemon at one time. And within that bombardment, you are having to fight your way through it. You get 3 lives, 3 different Pokemon to play as. And it's up to you whether you're good enough or not to actually go through and beat the game. Now, I beat the game in the sense of the first version, but what basically happens is that you get 6 stages to play on. And the Pokemon different and they go from Pokemon Generation 1 to Generation 4. And what's so cool about that is the fact that you have all those Pokemon and then you don't even experience all those Pokemon at the first lap, right? So you go from rank C to rank B to rank A to rank S. And then after that, you beat the game, technically. But then you have basically what is a new game plus. After that, new game plus, you go ahead and do the same thing. Rank C, rank B, rank A, and rank S. Now I haven't beat second playthrough rank S. I'm assuming that's the end of the game because I'm starting to see more Pokemon that I haven't seen once before. Like Luxio instead of Elekid, you know? Luxray instead of Electros. Or I haven't even seen Electivire, even though he is in Gen 4. And what I love about Gen 4 is that they do so much to improve the Pokemon as a whole. So they give baby Pokemon, which I don't really care too much about. But the fact that they give it is pretty nice. They gave you Pichu. They give you, I wonder if it's Elekid, that's his first appearance, I'm not too sure. But I do know like Electivire, that's his first appearance. Because Electabuzz used to be the main final evolution. And that's it. I think it was literally just Electabuzz. But they gave fillers for a lot of Pokemon. Really, the two main Pokemon, Magmar and Electabuzz. So now we have Magmortar and Electivire, right? I like that. And then we have another electric type, Luxray. That's one of my favorite Pokemon ever. Pretty cool. I like everything. I like Shinx, I like Luxio, I like Luxray. Now, this game is real-time combat. You get bombarded by multiple Pokemon. When it gets more difficult, you actually start to see that Pokemon will appear behind you. And while you're fighting an entire horde, a Pokemon will appear behind you and attack you. So if you're not on your feet, you can actually lose pretty quick. Because at the end of the day, no matter how strong the Pokemon are, you can still get your health depleted pretty quick by each Pokemon, every Pokemon. You're not invulnerable, that's for sure, unless you use the move Protect. And segueing into moves, what I like about the moves so much is that it actually has such a large move pool from the actual Pokemon game. And most of these moves actually do what they are intended to do. Like agility makes you faster. Sword stance makes you stronger. But you don't get 2 levels. You don't get to be 2 times as strong as far as I'm concerned. You don't get to be 2 times as defensive. Your Leer doesn't make them. It makes them defense down, but Screech doesn't harshly lower defense. There's no such thing as harshly lower defense, as far as I'm concerned. But it's fun. And some of these moves, like Aqua Jet, doesn't move like a quick attack would, but that's fine. It's just a good game that gives good fun, and it's simple, but it still has this little intricate background. Now, the funny thing about this game is that ground types, flying types, they do get hit by ground moves still. Like Earthquake will actually harm a flying type Pokemon because there's certain rules that they do overlook just so that you can have an experience with the game that is positive instead of being negative. So I really do understand where they're coming from for that, because at the end of the day, this isn't a mainline game. They're not making super serious decisions. They're just doing what they can with the time that they have, right? And this is just a one-off Wii game that they don't even know will sell well or not. They don't know, It's just Pokemon. So they try their best. And the fun thing about this game, right, is that the Pokemon are toys. So each individual Pokemon, whether it's in their evolution state or not, is actually their own variation. So unfortunately, if you're a Pikachu, you will never be a Raichu. You do not evolve. You are an actual toy with a wind-up key in your back, and that's it. There's nothing else about that. So you only have the one version of you. You do not turn into another version. So your whole mission is to befriend Pokemon as you get to the higher levels each and every time. You are not supposed to be weak. You're not supposed to be alone. And the only reason I have certain Pokemon that are super strong is because I use the internet. I'm playing this game in 2025. I'm using the internet, and I'm going to find some passwords for some of the strongest Pokemon. And the funny thing is, the Pokemon that you have passwords for actually get stronger as time progresses. So what does that mean? That means if your max level is 100 power, then you're going to be 99 power. And that Pokemon that you got from a password is only going to be 99 power. But if your max level is 800, then your Pokemon that you got through a password is going to be 799 power. And they go up as the time goes on. So that's what's so cool about it, right? But I still do like to use the other Pokemon that are in the area. And the fun thing is that you can do many things. You can learn a new move, and for a certain amount of money per level that you're on, you can go ahead and release Pokemon, and they'll give you money in that regard as well. Or you can actually get a new Pokemon through either a password or money period, or a ticket that another Pokemon will give you just because you basically beat them up that fast. So it's pretty interesting that they have these different modes. It's not necessarily modes, but it's just in amenities that will allow you to have a better experience while playing this game. And the amount of moves that's in this game, like they have quick attack, they have fly, they have U-turn, the bug move, they have brave bird, I think they have flare blitz. I haven't seen it yet, but they got flame wheel, they have ember, they have flamethrower, they have thunderbolt, they have thunder, they have thunder shock, they have poison powder, sleep powder. They have so many moves in this game that it's honestly basically just another Pokemon game, but real-time combat. And that's what Legends ZA is trying to go for, but they're not really making their mark, because real-time combat is one thing, but when your game and your map and the amount of space that you have, it's just like so limited to that degree. It's very insulting, and it doesn't make anyone want to play your game. And for that reason, I haven't been playing Legend of Arceus for a little while. And I'm thinking about returning my Mario Galaxy plus Galaxy 2 bundle, simply because they really just got me on a $70 game that's really on the Switch, but can also be on the Switch 2 for free. So they're just trying to play that game with me, and they're playing, mind games. I don't really appreciate that about Nintendo. All I want from you is good games, and I will pay for them. I don't want to pay $80 though. $80 is just far too much for a video game. There's just no reason for that. And I'm talking about base game, no DLC, no nothing. So we're not really going for that. So that's why I'm playing Pokemon Rumble right now, because this game actually feels fulfilling and fun, and like there was care put into it. All kinds of stuff. The music's good, the graphics are good because I have a PC, and the gameplay's good. Gameplay's great, really. Story is just basic, but it's never supposed to be anything super deep, So we're not going to go ahead and judge anybody based off of that. What we're going to judge based off of is the game's replayability and how much fun I have playing it. Roar literally knocks Pokemon away. It doesn't actually hurt them, but it makes them go away. And it's so fun. Like, this is real-time combat but actually seriously real time. And this is a game that was made possibly over 10 years ago. I believe the Nintendo Wii came out in 2007. It is currently 2025. So potentially almost 20 years ago, potentially. I don't know that for sure, but the fact that they are doing better in 10 to 20 years ago, as opposed to right here and right now, that's not only embarrassing, but it shows your lack of respect for the customers and the people who are actually willing to buy your game. And that's it. So that's why I think Pokemon Rumble is better than Pokemon Legends CA. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm glad to be back. I appreciate you guys for coming back to my video. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a good one, man. Peace out.
Hey guys, so real quick, I actually have a main reason why Pokemon isn't so good anymore. And I'm going to put it up on the screen right now because this video is really supposed to be over, but I can't omit this. This is true evidence. So you can read it and understand that this is the real reason Pokemon isn't good anymore.